come across the camp, and first of all, you can see that there's a couple of, in the distance, there's like a truck and a few tents. But when you get closer and closer, you can see that the truck has been burnt out.
It's not looking good for old Henry Rhodes. I mean, his note was pretty crazy. But if we can get him out, if we can get him back in one piece, maybe we can get him into an asylum and get him some help that he needs.
I think we'll be lucky to find them alive at this point.
We must press on.
We must press on, yes, we must press on.
So yeah, there's a few journals and stuff that look like they are Rhodes's field notes, but they're going to take a bit of time for you to sit down and read.
Okay. I mean, I'll use the old archaeology skills and library use and stuff to. I'll read over them.
And yeah.
May I?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll take you at least an hour or so to go through these books to find out what's going on.
Check the immediate area, see what you can find around here. Don't go too far, don't drink any water, don't eat any berries.
Alright. Hey, I'm gonna fucking just keep Overwatch. Make sure we don't get fucking, snuck up on by some fucking kids or something.
I'm gonna scout around the woods, see if I see any, pegs or crazy old coots.
Poking around a bit, in the distance you can see what looks to be like running water, like a river or a creek or something. Going down into the woods from where you are. You'd guess about here. You can just make out, you're a thrifty guy. You think you can see it in the distance.
I reckon I can see something in the distance because I'm, a bit of a thrifty guy. Thrifty? You did say thrifty.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means it's like tight with money.
Yeah. That's why he's really good at finding water. Free water.
And for enough gold in my time.
Fucking hell, Seamus, you did this free water. You're fucking crazy.
So yeah, you think you can see like a creek in the distance. Do you want to go into the woods?
Short of a map to find these caves where Old Man Rhodes has gone to, I reckon probably scouting that river is our best bet. Should we do it, Donnie? Should we, lock, stock, cock and block?
Bippity bop, boppity boop, let's fucking do it. Yeah, boppity boop, cock, block, stop and walk.
Lucky Charms.
We're looking for the cave. Is there anything on the maps? Is there any documents that point towards this cave? Look from a quick scan.
Okay, yeah, so just skimming through, you can see that there is talk of there's a cave up around here somewhere.
Oh my gosh, so the cave is... This is dangerous. This is skirting around the bad Comitis farm. What are they called? The
Comitis.
Comitis.
Do we think the fucking cave is the same one as the elders? The sacred cave with the Indians?
Ah, the sacred cave.
Oh, it's a sacred cave.
Do we want to go in there, men? John, are you sure your heart is in this one? Are you going to turn and run? Or are you going to find the courage
He's asking if you're
very
fucking
deep
pussy.
within you?
Are you a fucking pussy, John? Are we fucking doing it? We're doing this. It's not a fucking question. We're doing it.
I don't know, we could just go home and say, fuck it, he's gone. I don't know. fucking exploding pigs and...
Fuck it, we'll fucking do it. Come on.
What kind of a PI would I be if I backed out at the slightest threat?
Ran away from danger.
Ruined.
And the more information I get, the closer I will be to finding where my father is gone. And what is lying deep underneath the layers of mystery within this place. I've seen dark, I've pierced the veil, I've seen beyond the curtain to the other side. But now I must tear it asunder and seek out the answers I seek, or else I will live the rest of my life cowering.
Yeah.
He talks a good game, doesn't he?
That's right,
You're
John.
taking your
You
fucking
tear that veil
medicine,
asunder.
John. You're chatting a lot of
Wild
fucking shit. I mean,
crazy.
it's fucking... Come on.
As you're having this conversation, you just make out that like just a few meters back in the tree line, there's like a deer just looking at you guys, just staring at you. Every now and again, it like lowers its head and it's like eating something, and then it just like looks at you again.
Hey, what the fuck?
That's the kind of weird shit I'm talking about.
What's it eating?
I'll fucking check it out.
No.
Click my shotgun up.
Aim.
That's the...
Well, you can't just shoot.
I'm aiming at
It's
it
just
while
an
I
innocent
walk
deer.
towards it.
Okay, as you go towards it, it isn't flinching at all, and it seems to be like halfway through eating like a dog.
Jesus.
There's like a dead dog.
Is
and
there
it's
black
just-
stuff? Can I see if there's black stuff coming out the dog?
There's black stuff coming out of the dog. There's black stuff coming out of the deer.
Donnie, stay away from that. Let's cut this tree line.
And it's
kinda wanna
just
just
staring
blast
at
the
you
deer.
and just like...
Fucking mutt, and I just fucking blast it in the head. I'm gonna shoot the
You're going to shoot the deer?
Yeah.
Blammo. Maybe a dice roll. You can have a bonus on that because you're aiming.
You don't fucking eat dogs in front
This
of
is
you.
3d10.
5.
confusing.
52. That is, yep, a hit. Hit with a shotty.
blammo. Yeah, you're
damage
close enough.
or-
You blast this deer and it drops from the wound in its face. Give me a sanity roll just to seeing this. Anyone that looked at the deer eating a dog, sanity it up.
Yep. No, I'm not. No,
62.
I'm not cool. Well, it's my luck. I'm not good.
I made it this time.
40. I don't actually have a sanity score.
It's 50. Your
50.
sanity is 50.
I'm alright.
yeah.
I'm alright.
Sorry, what's the effect of my sanity check?
It's the you're just like fuck me. This is horrible.
Fuck it! I fucking drop my shotgun. I want to run over and search the dog's collar and be like,
Donnie, stop! Stop! Let's move on. Stop firing at stupid things. We can't afford to behave like this, Donnie. You're better than this.
I'm fucking not better than this.
Let's go.
Deer's dead. Dog's dead. They're all dead.
Kill me. I'm dead.
You're dead. Okay. So yeah, you've got some leads.
We're heading down to this spring in the cave. That's where we're going. We're staying outside the forest.
What about the Comitis back in town?
Well, hopefully firing this shotgun won't have warned them that someone is on their land, but I'm sure we'll bump into them, so keep your eyes open, boys.
Also, you've got the notes from Dr. Rhodes, but it's gonna take you like an hour or so to go through
Okay.
them.
Do we want to stop and let me read these, or are we just going to press on?
Let's press on. I don't think we're going to fight. Now we know where the cave is. I think
All
we
right,
should
if we
just move
stop
on.
at any point, like for a rest or whatever, I'll...
Just be
The
flicking.
daylight's
I'll be
burning.
going
We
through
need to move.
Isn't it? It's not even lunchtime.
I don't want to get stuck here at night. You know what
like-
it's like.
Okay. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, it's probably like 10 in the morning.
I want to be out of here and gone away from this place by nightfall. If I get stuck here overnight, I don't know what'll happen.
Okay, so you're heading along, and you make it to. There's a creek. This is flowing with water, and it goes down to a ramshackle homemade dam, made out of felled trees, planks of wood, mud. This thing is kind of garbage, but it works. And there's a large, like, kind of lagoon of water. And that water seems to be flowing very gently into the Comitis farm. You can see that it is kind of going into some kind of irrigation system.
So they've dammed this up in all likelihood.
Yeah, this dam looks like it's been made very recently.
We built some sort of damming system.
What we could do, if these Comitis turn out to be bad sorts, we could blast this dam and flood their land. Just to show them. Just to fuck with them.
So the river is coming down from up into the hills. You can't see exactly where. It must be a mile or so away. And you are stood by a dam. And there looks to be where the old riverbed continues down through into the forest. And probably comes out somewhere near where you took that bridge earlier. But a dam has been made and is diverting water off into the Carmody's farm now.
So the water comes from up in the hills.
The water comes from up in the hills.
Can I just have a walk down to the water and find a worm? Maybe get a little jar. Just put a jar in the water and get a worm.
Okay.
And drop the worm into the jar. See what happens.
Okay, sure. You do that, and yeah, you notice just like out of the scum and the filth, these tiny little like white flecks come and they touch. They just kind of coat the worm, and it just like disappears. Like it's like it like almost like dissolves.
Stay away from the water.
Noted.
You manage to see like in the middle of this like big lagoon, this reeking, stinking lagoon.
The sickly sweet.
Sickly sweet smell. There is this like large white shape, like it looks like either like a flatfish or like a jellyfish or something like that.
Stay
Just
back from the water.
moving around in there. This thing must be 2 feet across.
Get back, everyone get back. I want to try something. I'm going to get us all a good 30 feet back, and I'm going to throw a rock in the water and see what happens.
Bloop. You disturb like the surface of it. has almost like an oily, greasy sheen when you disturb the water. And this thing just seems to be like just floating around in there, just drifting.
I don't fucking like this one bit.
Keep throwing rocks until you hit that thing.
Okay, I'm going to try and hit it with a rock.
Okay, blammo. It takes a couple of tries, but you hit this thing with a rock.
Are you like skimming it? Are you skimming it? The rock?
Just chucking them in.
It seems to be moving more erratically now, but it's still just like drifting around in there.
How far away is it?
Maybe, I don't know, 5 feet from the edge.
Can we fish it in with a big stick? Fish it out.
Have you ever caught a fish just by
Can we get
dragging it with a big
long stick from the wood?
You want to spearfish it?
Just poke it to the side so we can splodge it out.
Well, I think it's swimming, isn't it?
You can find a stick. Yeah, sure. 5 foot stick.
Yeah.
Easy.
Good luck.
All right, let's poke this thing.
Don't fall in the water now, John.
So you poke your stick into the stinky ass water. You'll know this thing, and it doesn't seem to kind of care too much when the stick's near it.
I poke it at it and pull it, try and get it over here.
The moment you touch it with a stick, in half a second, this thing slithers up the stick and wraps around your hands as where you're holding it. And your hands are burning.
Hey, John, let go! Hey, John, let the fuck go!
This is
get off me.
intense.
Johnny, quick, cut it off him!
Okay, I get my knife out and I stab at the kind of tentacle-esque thing on the stick and try
cool.
and hack
Yeah.
it off.
Give me like a little stabbing.
Don't stab
roll.
John.
Give me a brawl.
Oh my, okay, I'm gonna spend 1 luck to make it happen.
Bam. You stab and you hack at this thing.
Hey John,
and,
get out! Hey John! Hey fucking boop, get out of here!
and you break it up. It falls apart, but your hands are covered in these like horrible welts and sores from this thing. Like it's like burnt your flesh, and it is painful. You take 4 points of damage.
Oh my god, it was like that time in the trenches when I was cooking my breakfast porridge and old Timmy fell over and knocked my porridge and it spilled all over my hand and gave me quite a nasty burn.
Keep it together, John. Can we like first aid him, like bandage his hands up or wash him off with some clean water, not the water from the
Dip your
pond?
hands
Do you have any
in
extra
that
water?
lagoon.
Well, I've got camping supplies. I figure we brought food and water with us, so maybe a canteen of water.
Oh my
Sure.
god.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna
Hit
need
me
that to drink.
with
Go
a-
fucking drink.
His hands, Johnny.
Give me a first aid roll then.
All right, it ain't good.
Whoever's first aid.
50. Nope.
Hate to say it, John, your violin playing days are over.
You managed to bandage up his hands. They're still super fucking painful.
Hey, is the thing doing anything in the water now? After that, as it's back to its like routine.
No, it's just
tentacle.
pieces on the floor right now.
What does it look like?
It seems to, on the surface, it looks just like a mass of like jelly, like white jelly that is this absolutely horrific. It smells like rotting flesh combined with just really sweet smelling, horrible fermented peach.
That's what you get for poking a white thing with a stick.
That's fucking.
Why'd you come and do that, John? You're supposed to be a coward.
I wasn't expecting it to be that. I thought it was maybe something dead that had fallen in, but I didn't expect it to still be alive.
Well, we need to fucking make a decision. Are we fucking dealing with these farm boys or are we going up to the cave? 'Cause
Why do we want to mess with these farm guys?
I don't want to fucking do it. Let's go to the fucking cave. I don't want to fuck with this at all. Like, this is fucking...
If the source of this evil, or corruption, whatever you wish to call it, is coming
off
from the
river.
cave,
Yeah.
that might be even worse than the Comitis.
Well, I think
We
we
can
have to
find
go
out
to
at
the
least
camp.
what the Comitis are up to, and maybe they don't even know what they're doing.
Let's drag them out to the lagoon and then threaten them. Say, what's going on? Why did you dam up the lagoon? If you don't...
Hey, no, we
throw
need to
you
go in
in.
there nicey, and then we twisty turny, you know? Fucking...
We could pose as moonshine buyers down from the city.
There
Yeah.
we fucking go. We got the fucking expert taster, we
Whiskey
got the fucking
connoisseurs.
big buyer, we got the fucking Irish guy, and we got the fucking pussy. We're
Listen,
fucking
these guys,
stick you-
they're not going to mess around. They're going to shoot first and bury us and throw us in there.
John, your judgment skills to date have been questionable. Just keep your
don't
hands
know
in your
people
pockets.
like I do.
Just keep your hands in your pockets and we'll be fine.
Okay. So you start going down the where they've dammed the thing, over to the Comitis farm. As you're approaching, you notice they've got their sort of like corn, their wheat fields. This wheat is 12 feet high. This is really, really tall. And as you're approaching, the whole wheat field, even though there's not that much wind, seems to be like swaying slightly, just like moving around. And there's like a big, thick, like swarm of flies like above this field, and it absolutely reeks. It's just stinking.
God.
I'm going to suggest we don't go through the wheat field.
Agreed.
You can see the wheat is kind of like, some of it's rotting, some of it's not, and all of it is kind of like just dripping this like black slime.
Well, what are we gonna do? Just knock on the door? Genius.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
So you start heading over.
Donnie,
and
you lead the way. You speak their language.
Fucking, wait, what? I fucking speak
The language of moonshine and speakeasies.
Go. Hey, Seamus should take the fucking shotgun. I don't want to fucking, I don't want to be fucking armed, I want to fucking go up, I'm clean.
You approach kind of like the farmhouse, and it's a bit like the other farm. Like there's several kind of like buildings. You can see there's like a big barn. There's a farmhouse much closer, and there's like a stable, and the doors to the stable are just completely open. And there are these two horses stood completely stationary, just looking at you guys. And these things have big open sores and wounds, and they're just covered in flies, and they just don't seem to notice.
Don't shoot these ones.
I ain't fucking got no guns on me,
Okay.
I am fucking clean.
The farmhouse is kind of right next to you. Like in the sort of like distance, like much further down in like other parts of the fields, you can see there's two guys down there. Just kind of like just doing, one of them's just like using a tractor and ploughing a field. Another guy seems to just be like, I don't know, doing some stuff.
Can we approach them like
Wait. We could investigate the farm while they're down there.
Alright, I'll fucking stay outside, I'll keep watch, you guys go in.
I was thinking you'd go in and I'd stay outside.
I like you. I fucking like you. Let's both go in and they watch.
Okay. John, Seamus, keep your eyes peeled. The moment those chaps start coming back, you bang on the door 3 times and we'll come out.
Can't we just leave Pockets McGee out here on his own just to watch? Because he can't really search around with his
He's
hands
not
all popped
quite
up.
himself.
Are you alright, John? How many fingers am I holding up?
Fingers like the ones I saw blown apart.
As you take your hands out and do that, you notice like the burns on your hands are almost entirely gone.
What?
You can regain 3 hit points.
That apple pie from this morning, it's giving me energy somehow. It's this place.
This is most peculiar.
This is a dangerous idea, boys. Be careful. Maybe we should engage them in conversation first.
This is our only chance, possibly our only chance to have a good look around their house while they're not here. They might be hiding something.
Yeah, there might be people in there. More people with more guns.
It'll be fine.
Hey, we knew they had a son, we knew they had a boy, but there could be people in there. We just fucking go right in and fucking, we go knock on the door
I would
first.
knock first, at least.
All right, I'm going in.
Just go in real sneaky style, like a private investigator, John. You're a private investigator.
I've broken into many homes. Okay, let's see if we can just try the handle.
Cool. It's the door's open. Cool. Yeah, it is. It's pretty dark. It opens into a large living room, kitchen type thing. There's a staircase up to one side of the house. Inside it goes up to a second floor, and this place is absolutely rancid. The entire room is, every single wall is covered in just horrible like moss and mildew. Everything is damp. Everything is just covered in like flecks of this black pus and goo. Where some of the wooden beams that are like kind of like building like the construction of the house, it looks like some of those have started growing very, very small branches and sprouts off of them. Everything is disgusting.
Okay, I've seen enough.
Good investigating.
Can you give me like a listen roll or something like that? Are you able to listen?
I can't hear anything.
Don't hear anything.
87, that's a fail.
All of us?
Well, if anyone else wants to do it, you can all...
I'm very conscious of just keeping an eye on the
You're in the
farm
house
people.
with me, aren't you? Coming in?
Yeah, I thought I went in.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Listen away.
I missed it by
21.
one. A luck point.
Okay. So you can hear two noises. From upstairs, you can hear a very loud snoring. And you always think from downstairs, like some kind of moaning noise.
Someone
I've seen
asleep
it.
upstairs and something downstairs in the basement.
How can you hear this?
The noise you can hear coming from downstairs, it sounds a bit like your mother.
My mother?
Yeah.
I think Mumsy is trapped downstairs.
Better go rescue her then.
Your
Fuck.
fucking mother's downstairs. What's she doing
I've got to
downstairs?
find out. It sounds like my mother.
Think about it though.
Keep shop.
Horatio, that's madness.
Is there a door around here leading downstairs?
There's not one inside the house. Around the back of the building is a you know,
One of
past it,
those-
there's like a sort of like a, what are they called, like storm shelter?
Yeah, like those big shutters. All right, well, it's coming from around the back. I've got to find out, chaps.
I'm getting seriously freaked out here.
I'm going to go around the
John,
back
you're
and
right,
try
you're
these
right.
doors
There's
quietly.
a chain with a big rusty padlock on it.
How are the brothers doing?
They're just doing farm work.
I feel like we should go and talk to them.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Yes, I think that's a desperately bad idea.
As you're stood there, every now and again, more and more rats or like spiders, a raccoon, have started like coming along, and none come within like 10 feet of you, but they just like stand there and they look at you.
I think we should leave this place at once.
It might be Henry in that basement.
It's my mother in the basement.
No, it might be Henry or his wife Abigail.
You guys can, if anyone that's around the back, you can definitely hear noise coming from there now.
They might be in trouble.
We need to get in there.
Okay.
gotta
Let's
get
look,
down there.
shall we look around for like a big pick or something that we could prise these padlock off with? I don't know.
Why not
There's
just
probably a key inside.
pistol whip it or just shut the lock on?
Maybe the sleeping fellow has a key just here. He's been to sneak in.
Oh shit, make me a luck roll.
That's unlucky. Oh no, no.
52, and I have 51 luck.
Oh.
Can't even spend luck.
Can I use the luck on the luck roll?
No, because it's every point you spend makes your luck worse.
Oh my
If I hadn't been to use the luck for the listen.
Oh no.